To no surprise, the 49ers are continuing to bolster their defensive line and keep familiar faces around while also trading for defensive tackles and signing defensive ends and whatnot. Clearly, their main focus is on defensive line and bolstering that and hoping for better results in 2024. Just in the last 48 hours, they've signed Yetur Gross-Matos, Leonard Floyd, Jordan Elliott. They've traded for defensive tackle of the Texans, Maliek Collins. And on top of that, they are bringing back Kevin Givens on a one-year deal. So Kevin Givens is a key rotational piece for the 49ers. He's been with the Niners since 2019 as an undrafted free agent, in 17 game appearances and one start with the Niners just this past season. He had 22 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 4 quarterback hits, 1.5 sacks, and a pass defended. He's only 27 years old. He's familiar with the system. He's a pretty productive rotational piece for the most part. And it's no surprise that the 49ers want to keep him around and obviously keep that depth there at the defensive line position. So, I mean, they've made, 5 moves now and bolstering the new defensive line. Let's see, it's Leonard Floyd, Gross-Matos, Jordan Elliott, and then it was Maliek Collins today, and obviously re-signing Kevin Givens. So I believe that's 5. Yeah, 5 moves on the defensive line. So, yeah, man. I mean, he's a key rotational piece. I believed he spent a lot of time with the Niners. Obviously, or he has spent a lot of time with the Niners. So again, man, like I said, I mean, he knows the system. You know, he was activated from their practice squad in December during his rookie year. And yeah, I mean, he re-signed as an exclusive rights free agent in 2022 and returned to the team on a one-year deal last year. So yeah, I mean, they're just trying to keep rotational pieces around. They're trying to keep depth at the position. For as much as they rotate in and out, defensive linemen, it's no surprise that, a lot of their moves thus far in free agency, pretty much all of their moves, and besides, re-signing a couple other guys, has been, they've just simply been focusing on the defensive line. And I get it, to be honest, because, I mean, the success of this defense and this team, the tone starts with the defensive line. And if obviously you have a pretty productive defensive line and whatnot, I mean, you're going to have success defensively. Your secondary is then going to have success and whatnot. So it seems like, to me, they're going all out on a lot of defensive linemen and free agency. They also obviously tried to sign, Eric Kendricks today. They pretty much had a deal done, but again, I made a video on this earlier, but he backed out at the last second. So I don't know if they're done with defensive line. Knowing the 49ers, I could see them very well. I could very well see them continuing to bolster this defensive line, add depth, and get it ready for 2024. So, yeah, obviously, let me know what you guys think of all these defensive line moves. I mean, it is no surprise. I mean, I think one thing about the Niners is that, again, and I said this in a couple videos already, but you can never have enough defensive linemen with the 49ers. They love their defensive linemen. They live by it. Football team, they live by building in the trenches and having a strong defensive line and a defensive front. So it doesn't surprise me whatsoever. But Kevin Givens back to the Niners on a one-year deal. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. And, yeah, as always, go Niners.